Good evening, my fellow shoppers, gamers, memers, streamers, and dreamers. Welcome to the stream. It's your boy Nkda. Happy to have you all here. Um, I hope you're all having a wonderful Friday. It's the start of the weekend officially, so everyone's tuning down, getting ready to relax for the weekend. As you guys, if you guys were here yesterday, you know that this is my anniversary weekend, so I'm super excited about that. And I'm really happy to celebrate with my girlfriend. Where's your dragon at? It's right here. Look at them. Aren't they cool? But welcome to the stream, Daniel. Happy to have you here. Happy to have you all here as a couple people file in. I just wanted to share something with you guys that I've gotten recently. As you know, I am a big Star Wars fan, and I absolutely love anything related to Star Wars. If it has anything to do with Star Wars, I love it. So I literally have every single book that's part of the Legends timeline. So anything that's not done by Disney, which is about 147 books if I remember correctly. And recently I love to sit on the couch and just read my books. That's like one of my favorite pastimes to do. And so recently I was able to get a really cool product, and it's on my chair, and as you can see, it's Darth Vader. But what's really cool about it is all like you can put your like arms through it and stuff. And it's like a little snuggie type thing, but it looks like I have Darth Vader's armor on, and I absolutely love stuff like this. My girlfriend got this for me, so I'm able to like sit with the fan on while it's cold and just sit there with a good old book and just read it. And it's so cool. I love stuff like this. I'm such a nerd when it comes to Star Wars. But yeah, that was just something real. Use the force. I wish I could use the force. Actually, no. That's what I'm doing with my camera. See, I'm making it this way, and then I'm pushing it this way. I'm using the force. You see, Obi-Wan trailer looks amazing. Yes, I agree. I absolutely agree. It does look amazing. But anyways, without further ado, let's get started here, everyone. So first up on the list, we have carbon monoxide detector, the Xsense. This product was covered by our glorious leader, Mr. Justin, Mr. Dragon Blogger himself. So of course we're going to sit here like a good old Dragon Blogger happy family and watch this video together as we go through it. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull that up for us so we can get started.
Here unboxing and showcasing this Xsense carbon monoxide alarm and detector. This basically shows you how much carbon monoxide is in the area, and these are important because, especially with gas ovens and gas heaters, you want to make sure that you're not actually having too much carbon monoxide in your
Hello, buy some things. Welcome to the stream. Happy to have you here.
house. So it's really important to have one of these around. You can see it comes with this little battery protector here, so the battery doesn't drain in transit. You just yank that out. You hear it pop on, and you can see it's already starting to calculate how much carbon monoxide is here. Let's take off this little screen protector here. So it's doing its calculation and its startup. And 0 parts per million is what it detects.
Now, this is an electrochemical carbon monoxide detector, which is the most accurate type. It can detect 30 to 999 parts per million. And it lets you know in an emergency if there is any carbon monoxide detected. You're best to keep it relatively lower to the ground that they recommend.
All right, that's awesome. Thank you so much, Justin, for covering that product for us. Also, just to catch up on the chat, hello, Reagan. Hello, Ricky. Welcome to the stream. Happy to have y'all here. So what you just saw was the Xsense carbon monoxide detector. As Justin said, they recommend that you put it lower to the ground. It is electrochemical, so it's like the highest accuracy that you can get for a detector of carbon monoxide. Carbon monoxide poison is very deadly, and so having a sensor is very important. I probably wouldn't put I feel like that's something that's really important if you have like a garage attached to your your house. I feel like because aren't the leading causes of carbon monoxide poison like generators and car engines and stuff? Oh, and gas stoves too. So yeah, most people would put it in the kitchen. I forgot about gas stoves for a second. I might have to get one for my mom because we still use gas stoves. Actually, well, we don't. So at my old place, we have an older home. It was built in, I believe it was built in the 30s. It's pretty old. And we still use the gas heaters and stuff, you know, like the little stoves that are like the little rectangles with the ceramic bricks inside of them. So it's definitely something that I might want to invest in for my mother, especially since the house is still in the family and she lives there. um yeah, your garage doors leads to the kitchen. Yeah, that could be a little bit dangerous. So that's good to have one of those around. So yeah, really simple, really easy to use. As you can see, once he pulled the tab from it, it calibrated, instantly told him that there was no carbon monoxide in the area. And then, of course, as we said, keep it close to the ground, and it is an electrochemical sensor. Also, if you can hear my voice, drink some water. Y'all know the drill by now. um, but yeah, that was the carbon monoxide detector. Next, we have another product also covered by Justin, our glorious leader, Mr. Dragon Blogger himself. It is the Vont Apac LED lantern. So I'm gonna pull that video up again so we can show you. And also, don't forget that all of these items today are a part of the deals, so they're all discounted right now. So if you see any products that are going to be interested, make sure you check them out, please.
This is a Vont LED lantern pack. This comes as a 4-pack, and I can't tell you how impressed I am with this product. First, it is cylinder in shape. It has magnets on the back, which allow it to stick to your fridge, right?
He gave away 6 of 8. Where's mine, Justin? Where's mine?
Open it up. You put in 3 AAA batteries. Sorry, AA batteries, not AAA batteries. You get multiple metal handles for carrying or attaching it to something. And you pull it open, and you get an extremely bright lantern. Excellent to have in your house if you have power outages, you lose power, you need to go out in the dark. Extremely bright lantern. You control how much light it has.
Yes, you can't stick it to a fridge
as you need to. On top of that,
guess who we just blinded?
A flashlight.
It's quite it's bright.
Sorry. It has a flashlight. It also has emergency blinking lights. So having one in your car that you can set on the side of the road if you need to. And the fact that it comes in a 4-pack, this is quite amazing. The cool thing too is you can have it in lantern mode and flashlight mode at the same time.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
I was really, really, really impressed with this product.
And I'm going to cheat. They have given us a full 4-pack to put in our mystery boxes. So
and
I'm sorry.
And you've got hooks. You can hang them on everything. You can hang them on one of those like.
Oh, that's
hooks
so much utility out of that.
Your garage. Bottom line is one of the most versatile and useful products I've ever seen.
I actually really like that.
Yes, this is the iPhone 12 Pro Max as my camera, and I shined it directly at the camera. That's why there's lens flare. But yes, because when it's in lantern mode, it goes in all directions. So it's like literally all directions.
I can't tell you how many times we've had a blackout at the house. You know, when there's a storm.
Oh yeah, because you're in California, so you probably get quite a bit of rolling blackouts.
Extremely reasonable, and they include the batteries. I mean, the fact that they include 12 batteries, 3 for each lantern too, is really cool.
Brownouts, blackouts.
Highly recommended to have these around. Garage, car, you know, magnetic, so it sticks to your fridge in case there's a power outage. Very, very useful. The fact that they work as a flashlight or as a lantern. Pretty brilliant product. One of my favorite flashlight lantern-based products.
So you said it's one of your favorite flashlight lantern-based products. So does that mean you have other lantern flashlight based products that you liked? But thank you so much for covering that, Justin. I love the little interjections there from Mrs. Dragon Blogger herself. But it was really cool. As you can see, you had different settings for it. You could do lantern mode, you could do flashlight mode, you can combine the lantern with the flashlight mode. And as he also showed you, it had a strobing red light for emergencies and stuff. So you get a lot of utility out of it. I love the fact that it had all sorts of different spots you could grab it from, hang it from, and the fact that it has that magnetic base so you can put it on your refrigerator or any kind of metal surface to hold it there. That's also really cool. Another thing that's really important, like he showed, it takes 3 AA batteries. So make sure that if you pick it up, you have batteries on hand. And of course, you keep batteries on hand in case of emergency where your power goes out and you need to have power and lights and stuff. But yeah, that's basically, it's pretty straightforward. It looks like a really awesome LED lamp. It is the Vont lantern. Next up, we're going to be moving on to the Govi lamp. This one was covered by Dragon Blogger Jason. I'm going to go ahead and pull up that video so we can watch it together. And let us begin.
Hi everyone, Jason
This thing
here,
looks really
and
cool.
Today we're going to be checking out the Govi Lira floor lamp. Now, this particular lamp is going to be the H6076 model. It's a 24 watt.
So yeah, one thing he'll tell you in the video is like the base is pretty heavy.
As using a
there is some minor
adapter,
assembly, as you can kind of see all the parts are
when
right
you
there,
first receive it in the box. It's going to come just like this. It shows you basically on the top how high it'll sit in comparison to some furniture. The lamp boasts several features such as multiple colors. You have smart voice control, light scheduling.
Yeah, he's showing you just everything that comes with it.
Music mode, as well as multiple scene modes. It is compatible with Google and Alexa, which is pretty neat as well.
You see, I love stuff like this that have the app control because you just get so much, like a lot of these times when you get RGB products, they have base settings that you can use without using the app, but the app almost always across the board gives you more customizable options to use with your product. Now he's going to do the assembly for it. It's pretty straightforward, and it does come with a screwdriver to use, as you'll see him point out. Actually, you can see it right there, like the bottom right side. But I'm gonna skip a little bit through the building process. And,
definitely very
get towards the part
assemble
where he shows it off.
It's right up there. Now,
so
once
he's
you
got
have
it assembled now,
set up.
And you can also see him using the app on the side.
4 feet 7 inches or so.
He's going to go through the different settings so you can see how the light functions and works with the app itself.
Once you have selected a place that you would like to have it, after you've assembled everything, you can utilize the app, and that's where you'll be able to adjust various colors of what you would like the light to be. There are a lot of various options.
So you can see him clicking different colors, and it takes a look. That's what the little circle is.
That
it's loading the
you
new
could
color
definitely
in.
play around
Hello,
with,
Margaret. Welcome to the
which
stream.
Is very neat. The app definitely does a really good job of allowing you to adjust the brightness. You can even have various timers set on it, or you could have music mode as well as various scene modes as well.
So as you can see, the product itself is really nifty, especially if you're really into having the RGB effects. I really love RGB lights like that have the music mode because I have speakers and I really like to listen to music loud, specifically loud music. But it's really cool to have the effect of those RGBs strobing to the beat of the music, and it just makes, because you know I'm gonna tell you, Nkda likes to bust a move. You know, I like to get out there and dance and stuff. And so like just having that strobe effect with the lights and stuff is really added fun to just the product overall. Now again, I'm going to repeat these products, these RGB products, specifically Govi, because Govi does really good RGB products regardless of what, if it's got Govi on it, it's really good lighting. Now again, like I said, with the app, you get really good functionality out of the product itself, just base. but the app gives you that little extra oomph, you know, and you can change so many more options, have so many more things and settings that you can go through and customize and stuff. And again, this floor lamp is also able to sync up with Google Assistant and Alexa, so you have those other options also. But that is the Govi lamp. Thank you so much, Jason, for covering that us. Welcome to the stream, Evans. Happy to have you here. Hope you're having a wonderful start to your weekend so far. We're going to be moving on to our next product. It is the toner selfie ring light, covered by good old dragon blogger James. So you know it's going to be a 16.5-minute video. So get your popcorn ready. We love James here. Again, don't forget that everything that we are showing you today is a part of the deals page. So if you see something that's interested, now is definitely going to be the time to try to pick it up because it's on sale and you don't want to miss that. But I'm going to go ahead and pull up James's video so we can get it started.
James here from Dragwater.
Oh, it's only 8 minutes.
Hey, we did it. This is from Toner. This is their TRL 20. This is their 12-inch ring light. This goes anywhere from 16 inches up to 52 inches in height, plus the 12 inches of light, which gives you a total of like 65 inches. I'm going to try to raise the volume
up a little bit,
which is rather good. Now, it does have 3 color modes, anywhere from, which is warm light, which is from 2700 to 3500K. Natural light 3500K
so
to
3 modes,
and cold light 5500K to 6500K. Now on top of that, you have 10 brightness levels, level 1 through 10, so you can adjust the brightness.
10 brightness levels.
Now this is meant for you. It does have an iPhone holder, or your phone holder, so you can use it with the iPhone or your Android phones. It melts right in the middle, which is pretty cool. So if you guys are doing like little videos, clips, or stuff that you need a ring light, the phone will sit in the middle. Now, like I said, it is a tripod-built stand. You guys are seeing my motion activated camera, so they're testing the green pouch for the tripod. Now that is very nice.
So it has a nice little pouch for the tripod.
Means you can break it down. You can take the
easy
tripod
to carry
and use the
around,
tripod for other
carry
things.
around wherever you need to.
That's cool. Sometimes you can't break a tripod down, and you have to use it just for the one item. So you have a nice little.
You gotta skip ahead one more time.
That way,
it's still setting it up.
Set it like this. Tighten it. Won't move. Everything has a tightening, even the little handle. That's great. Second is you have the manual showing you guys how to work this. I'm gonna grab a couple other things first, but it will fit your phone.
A little bit more. Okay, so that's the mount that goes onto the base. And, okay, I like that.
We'll show you guys how to do that in a second. Also,
so as you can see, the base for the phone, if you're going to be using your phone to like record videos with the ring light, you can move it and bend it however you want to, so you can find the angle that you need to, even if you're just taking some selfies with it, So that's really cool.
Remote control, guys. This remote control is Android or iOS operated. You will need to connect your camera to this with Bluetooth and then run it, button on the side, and you're good to go. Click your start, record, and record. Nice at the give you that option. Ring light, like I said, switch this off, guys. Down here has a little screw on the bottom of the ring light. You have that, but you also have their logo back here, which is pretty cool. Hopefully you guys can see all this with the moving camera. And then we screw this in.
Let's skip ahead one more time.
Put your phone in.
So you can see how you put your phone in the center of it, so you get that lighting effect around the camera, which is what you're going for when you want
tight of a fit for me.
A ring light like this.
Or the way I'm trying to do this, I should say, guys. There we go. Fits well, nice base. Tripod works well. Now, you guys.
So this is it fully assembled.
This is cold.
Testing it out.
This is a bright light. You guys are going to see this.
So he's showing you the 10 different light settings, the brightness settings.
Switch that back over. We'll go all the way up.
And then, so it's got 10 brightness settings and 3 different color settings.
This is the third lighting.
So this is the third one. He's shown you all 3 now.
But it works well. It works great. Easy to set up. I love the tripod. Very sturdy. As you guys can see this. Hopefully you guys can. Very sturdy. I mean, there's a little wobble, but, hey, like, I'm on carpet. Plus, I don't have it all the way tightened. Now let's show you guys this. You can adjust it down up to any angle you want.
Skip ahead.
That is
last time.
Loosen it and it goes down. So, like I said, this is your first look at the Toner 12-inch ring light. This is their TRL 20 ring light, 12-inch in diameter ring light with 3 modes, 10 brightness levels. Thank you for checking out this quick video, guys, and keep your eyes out for more and have a great day.
You know, it's funny. He says quick video, but in his mind, he's really not lying because everything else is like 20 minutes. But as you can see, thank you so much, James, again for covering the Toner Selfie ring light. As you can see, it has a lot of different features that you can use. Again, it comes with that tripod. It's just I'm sorry, James. But it comes with that really nice little carrying case for the tripod itself. And then you can put the selfie ring light on there, and then you can have the option to put your phone in the middle if you want to. It has 3 different light modes that you can choose from, and then each of those 3 different light modes you have 10 brightness settings to choose from. And so you get a lot of stability out of the tripod base, a lot of customizability as far as the height, the angle. You can adjust basically every aspect of it. And even the part with the phone mount, you can adjust the angle at which your phone comes out, how far away it is in front of the light, how far behind the light it is, and just a bunch of different settings for how you may want to use it. Whether it's taking selfies with your phone or having it standing behind something to provide a nice light, so that, like, for instance, if I wanted to use it with my setup right now, I would be able to set it up behind and have the light shine on me so that my camera gets, you know, good lighting around my face. But yeah, pretty straightforward. That was, again, the Toner 12-inch selfie ring light covered by our wonderful cohort here, Mr. James. Moving on to our next product, we have a product that I currently don't have on me, but I used to own it, which is really cool. But this one was covered by our a longtime Dragon blogger named Jackie. It is the Logitech 305, and it's a really great lightweight gaming mouse. And so we're gonna go ahead and pull up the video for that. Next time, our video for Nkda. You know what, James? If Justin will let me, I will sit there and I will watch an entire hour video done by you. I promise you. But let's go ahead and pull this video up, which is sadly not an hour long, and let's get started. Just
open it up, and then I will do a full review of it in the next video. But
so yeah, so I used to have this mouse, and I absolutely loved it.
And really everything it comes with, always.
I really liked it for like flicking shots of like you guys play FPSs at all. It's really nice for that.
Here is some details about it. Obviously, I will read everything by the time the
only reason I stopped using it was because I went to using
talk about it fully.
MMO mouses, like the one that I can show you. The one I have here, because it has 12 buttons on the side.
Always love some good colors. Not that I don't mind my just traditional black gaming mouse and keyboards. It is nice to spice it up with some color once in a while. It's very light. I think this is one of the lightest mice that I have. Obviously, it is also, you know,
I love the
wireless,
color of it too.
So keep that in mind if that's something that
Mine was
matters. I know some people who are very specific like the wired mice because it gives immediate and instant reaction, but here it is up close.
Very sleek, feels really good in the hand too. That's another
very pretty,
thing.
Very light. Very light. I know maybe the little battery may or may not make a difference, depending, but not too much of a difference. So that's really nice if you're someone who prefers them light. This is obviously some kind of...
I personally like big mice now.
That's actually a good question, what this is for. Hang on.
Because I don't want my hand like this. I kind of like it when it's like
clawed.
Just... if that makes sense. It's
light bulb gamer moment
for me.
This is for this little guy. So it is a much faster connection than just pure wireless. Let me see. Sorry. This is a little
Yeah,
blurry
see,
in the moment.
mine has 12 thumb buttons, and
go.
I use them all when I'm playing certain games,
So
especially
that's
MMOs.
where the
They come in handy.
battery and the connector go, which is great. I have found that those are much faster than pure Bluetooth wireless. And this just pops on and off right there. You just grab it by those
Skip
little,
ahead
that
just
little
one
grip right
time
there,
real quick
pull
to
it
see
down,
if she
options.
shows
So that is
how
it.
uses-
There it is. Very
Oh,
pretty.
she actually
Very,
showcases. Okay.
here's my hand, so it's actually very comfortable. So I'm excited, and these are very responsive so far, so I think that will help as much as possible with my gaming. So that is it. Like I said, upcoming video review. Thank you for watching. Bye, guys.
So just to give you a heads up, because she doesn't showcase the actual performance of the mouse, and I can tell you because, like I said, I've owned this one before. So those buttons on the side just default when you use them in like a browser. They can go forward or backwards in the browser yourself if you want to go back to a different tab. And then the mouse in the middle changes the DPI of the actual mouse. Amazon happens all the time, James. But no, the mouse is really nice. It's really lightweight. It's really good. Like if you want to use it for gaming, it's really good for shooters. Now I will say I did experience time like when the battery, you can tell when the battery level starts to die because it does use a AA battery. When the battery is down, the latency between you moving your mouse, it's almost like your mouse stutter moves. So you'll know when the battery's about to go down, and then it's just a quick replace of a AA battery and you're good to go. But really lightweight, really easy to use. Really, you just plug in the USB dongle and you're basically good to go. And if you wanted to, you can use the Logitech software that is third-party software that you can download, that you can change what some of those buttons do. You have the options to do that. But honestly, it's one of those mice that because it doesn't have like a lot of buttons on it, you really just use it as a basic old mouse, just plug and go without having to download any specific drivers or any specific software to use it. But yeah, really straightforward. Like I said, Logitech 305 if you're interested in it. It's a mouse that I would recommend if you don't need like 12 buttons on the side of your mouse, like I do. But yeah, it's a really nice mouse to have. Next up, we're doing a product that I absolutely love. Comes in handy all the time, especially when I have headaches. It's a Rimfo eye massager with heat and vibration. Now, the model that I have is just a little bit slightly different than the one that you guys will see. First off, the color is different, and mine also doesn't have a remote, but it's basically the same thing, and they work the same way. And I love it. I absolutely love it. If you're prone to getting headaches, migraines, or anything, this is definitely the way to go. And in fact, I'm going to go ahead and take off my headset and my glasses so I can put it on and kind of show you. So first off, it comes with a charging cord that is micro USB, and it comes with a little USB cord for it. No adapter, so you're going to have an adapter on your own. Ooh, excuse me. And then this is the actual device itself. Now, the one thing, and if you want to charge it, you see how this is, if you have it on, when you close it up, as you can see, that little hole right there comes up and you can just put the charger in there and hold it. Now, what I will say about this thing, the only downside to this thing that I can even find, it's not really a downside either. It's just a little noisy. That's about it. That's literally the only bad thing that I can say about that, and it's not even that bad. So if you are using this to go to sleep and you have a partner, it might disturb your partner just a little bit, but overall, it's not that bad at all. Now, it has 3 buttons on the side, and I'll try to get it close so you can kind of see. But as you can see, it has 1 power button, 1 music symbol, and 1 that kind of looks like a vibration thing. And they all have, each button has 2 functions. It's going to have a soft press function and a short press function and a long press function. Now, for the power button, of course, the long press function is going to be to turn it on. and the short press function is going to be to change the mode. Now, if you're worried about, because it comes with a manual and there are 6 different modes that you can use, if you're worried about remembering which mode does what, you don't have to worry about that, because once you switch it to a different mode, it will tell you what you're getting. So when I turn it on, it'll tell me that it's, you know, welcome, it's starting, and it'll say heat plus vibration plus music, like stuff like that. It tells you what each mode you're getting. With the music button, when you short press it, it changes the volume. So it'll go all the way up to max volume. And then once you press it again, the volume will turn off. And then if you long press it, that's what allows you to stop and start the song or whatever you're playing. If you're using, whether it's connected to Bluetooth and you're playing your own custom music, or if it's playing the bass tracks that come. I believe it comes with 3 different bass tracks. It might be 2, but it does come with a couple of different tracks. And then, of course, you have the last button. The long press for this button is going to change the pressure of the pads that inflate. And you have the choice between no pressure, high pressure, or low pressure. And then, I'm sorry, that's the short press. The long press is what allows this thing to be detected by Bluetooth, so that if you use your mobile device with it to use your own music, rather than the tracks. Sorry, words are hard. Rather than the tracks that come with it, you're allowed to connect to your phone or your mobile device, whatever you're using, whatever has music on it, so that you can play it. So I'm going to go ahead and put it on. You guys aren't going to be able to hear the noise issue that I was talking about, but I want an excuse to get in a massage while I'm working on stream. And if I can do it under the guise of showing you guys a cool product, I'm going to go for it. So it's telling me the first one that you get on is heat plus pressure plus vibration. And it does take a while to warm up, but it doesn't take that long. I want to say to get to its maximum warmth probably takes anywhere around 30 to 45 seconds. Like, it's starting to get warm now and I can feel it, but it's not like at its max heat. Now, the one thing I will say that I like about it is after a full massage session where it goes through all of its cycles before it auto turns off, it doesn't get so hot where I'm uncomfortable and I have to take it off or anything. And that's one thing that I really appreciate, because your boy Nkda be kind of sweaty sometimes. And so I'm always worried about sweating on things, especially since this has like sort of cloth pads and stuff. And you know, once you get those sweaty and stuff, it's really hard to clean them and get them back to their original, you know, luster and the way they are. But otherwise, no, I really don't sweat too much on this one. And like I said, it's really good for when I'm having headaches or a migraine. You know, I couple these with my blackout curtains and I'm good. I'm laying there at peace, just relaxing. Now, again, as I said, I really don't like the tracks that it comes with. They're kind of soft. They're like little piano, very light music, but you know, it gets some people through it. I personally like to listen to my own music, whether it's a nice funky pop song or it's some gangster rap or we got some rock music going. Whatever music I'm in the mood for is what I'm going to want to play. But basically, that is the Rimfo massager. Yes, the eye massager is tempting. This is honestly a godsend for when I have headaches. Also, hello Doris, welcome to the stream. But yeah, I will run my mouth off about this one because I absolutely love it. It's just absolutely amazing and it's great, and I stand by this 100%. And like I said, everything today is on the deals page. So if you see something that you actually think you might want, definitely check it out. It's definitely worth it. So let me go ahead and set this up. Close it out. Let's see, I've been considering one. I think I want one with cooling. I personally have never used one with cooling. Ooh. It got me. It gets you sleepy too, by the way. Like, just from that heating and pressure just pushing right here, it does get you sleepy. I've never had one with cooling. I've only ever had ones with heating, but I'm pretty sure a cooling one would be awesome also. So moving on to our next product, though. Spent a lot of time on that one. Sorry, I'll run my mouth off about that product. We have the OBS bot tiny PTZ 4K webcam. I think I got that name right. And it's currently what I'm using right now. I don't have the case with me right now. It's in the closet. But the one thing that I like about this one that I didn't get with the 1080p version, which I also have, is that it comes with this really nice hard case that I can put the camera and stuff in and everything. And it's really awesome. I finally installed the software with it, which is really cool to use if you want to like manually move the camera and stuff from your computer without having to use it. But as you can see, when I move around, my camera follows me. And I tell people I'm using the Force because, you know, Jedi mystical powers, but it has really good facial tracking and software. Now, there's two hand gestures that you can use. The first one is just a simple like high five kind of gesture where if I do this, it'll blink blue 3 times because it's registered. And now when I move, it's unlocked off of my face. So I'll come over here and the camera won't follow me. But if I want to put the camera back on me, I simply do the hand gesture. And now when I move to the side, the camera's locked back on me and it's following. Now, another one that's really cool to use is it's funny because the symbol always reminds me of like the people doing the loser sign, but it basically zooms into your face. So I'm going to go ahead and do it, and you guys are about to see a lot more of my face than you ever really wanted to, but I hope you enjoy my beautiful visage. But you just simply do it like a loser, and if it'll, hold on. I don't use this one too often, so it's not, oh, the blue light. There we go. Hello, everyone. And it zooms in. It's really cool. Now, the awkward part is if I can get it to zoom out. Oh. And what's really cool about it is that typically when it's locked or when it's on you, it has a green light. So you can kind of tell when you've gestured your hand right because the blue lights will pop up. It'll pop up. Oops, sorry, I did it too long. It'll pop up one at a time. And then once it gets to the third one, it'll flash and then it'll zoom in. And if you keep holding it, it'll zoom back out. So this is one of the best webcams I've ever had. It's really cool. It comes with 2 cords for it. A USB C in the back, and then like an actual kind of a little circular. I don't know what the type is called, but it's like a little circular one. And they're both gifts for power. Now, I was only using one, and then James came through and recommended me to use both. And so now I've been using both of them. And honestly, I love this camera. It's just so good. The tracking features are so awesome. It's like the highest quality webcam that I've ever used, and I absolutely love it. It makes all of my streams pop. It really is really good. And the natural light correction that it has is also great because sometimes when I'm streaming and stuff, I'll have like my lights off for the most part, and it's still the quality that you get through the camera still makes you think that it's pretty lit in my room when it's not. It's always lit in my room. It's lit. It's lit. Anyways, this camera is really good. And again, I've never had the cool feature of the AI tracking and stuff. Now, when you first use it, it takes a while to get, you got to figure out where your hands goes. And the software manual recommend that like you imagine like there's a box on each side of your face, and that's where you should put your hands at. But it's a little hard at first, and then the more you use the gestures, like now whenever I lock on, it does it immediately. And see, now it's locked off, and then I just put my hand back up and it locks on. But when I use the zoom in, because I don't use the zoom in feature as much, it has not a hard time, but a harder time finding my hand and for the gesture, because it does learn with you as you gesture. It learns how high you put your gesture. No, you don't need an app. I was able to plug it and go, but if you get the app, there are a few other features that you get by using the app, but the AI itself is built into the device. So once you get the device, you plug it in and you're good to go. You also don't need to use both power supplies to get it to use, because with this one and the 1080p, when I first started using them, I was only using one input for power, but now I use 2 because James recommended, and anything James recommends, I'm not even going to question him. If James says jump, I'm going to be like, how high? And, go on from there. But yeah, that is the OBSBot Tiny PTZ webcam. A little high budget of a camera, but definitely worth it if you're looking for a camera that's going to last and just have high quality image production. Whether you're using it for content creation or like a Skype call or a business meeting, it's definitely the way to go. I would highly recommend it. Next up on our list, we have a portable monitor that is also covered by our good old boy James. So you know it's going to be a banger of a video. It's going to take 6 years, but it's going to be a good video. Go ahead and pull that up for you guys and get it started.
15.6 inch portable monitor. This monitor, I have not even taken the screen protector off. If you guys can see this.
This is an old
which I'm going to do right now.
This is an OG James video.
There is the screen protector that it comes with. You know, we don't really need that now. We're going to flop that aside. So, now like I said, we're going to show you guys how to use this. But I'm going to show you how to connect it up using the, you know, something that connects to this. And that will be the Nintendo Switch, the box. You know, I'm actually using the console piece, you know. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to take these controllers off. We're going to set this back in. We're going to set our controllers in the device.
He's got his Joy-Cons. He's ready to game.
I'm going to set that aside. So to do this, you're going to need the supplied HDMI to mini HDMI cord. Now, Lipo does throw, or Lipo throws this in, or Lipo, however you pronounce it, I apologize. Throws this in the kit, so you do have this, and you also have a USB-C to C. Plus, you're going to have the power cord. So I'm going to set this aside for a second. We are going to unattach. I'm going to disconnect these HDMIs
so
also.
He's put the power in, and now he's got the mini HDMI to HDMI cord that he's going to use.
I'm going to take the mini side, connect it over here to the mini side, which I'm not sure you guys are going to be able to see this very well, but it's right here.
So make sure that if you're going to get this, and again, it is on the deals page, so it's on the deals page, so it's discounted. But basically, if you're going to be using it, regardless of what input you want to send to it, you're going to need to make sure that one in is mini HDMI, because this one takes mini HDMI. And though you will get an HD image, you need to make sure that you don't just have HDMI to HDMI or no mini HDMI on the thing. So keep that in mind. Also, Justin, you are quite delayed on that chat response, my friend. I guess chat's being a little funky, huh?
Just plug it in, just like that. We're going to take the other side, pop open the back, and we are going to plug it into the HDMI port right here.
You know, it's funny. When it's working for you, it's not working for me, and it's working fine for me now, so I'm not going to complain.
And then
we're gonna move ahead.
you have an on-screen display for this, brightness, contrast, signal source.
The different buttons. It does have some physical buttons on the actual,
usually the normal stuff.
Pause it so I don't talk over him. It does have some physical buttons so you can adjust the settings for brightness and different output that you want to get. But he has his Nintendo Switch plugged up and is able to use it just fine, just straight feed by having it plugged into the power and then having the HD to mini HDMI. So it's really nice of Lapao to include that that cord, which is really awesome. So
we're gonna turn the volume up so you guys can see this.
Physical volume control.
Volume on. Let's grab us a Nintendo game. If we can get my control.
I love James so much. I love how he includes my Joy-Cons broke. This is why I was having such an issue. I proceeded to get my wire controller to fix the issue. I'm gonna skip ahead just a little bit more, just so you can kind of see how it looks. He's playing Donkey Kong Country. Yo, I love Donkey Kong Country. That's my childhood.
One player.
All right, so
Here we go.
as you can see, it works really good. Again, make sure you keep in mind to have that HDMI to mini HDMI or whatever input that you have to mini HDMI. That's going to be the really important. You want to make sure that you have a mini HDMI male end on whatever cord you're going to be using for whatever media you want to put on your device. And then of course you need to have the power to plug it in so you can use it. And then of course it has the actual physical buttons on the side that you can use to change the brightness settings, the output settings, the volume, and all that kind of good stuff. Hello, Bob. Welcome to the stream. Happy to have you here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. But yeah, it's basically a really straightforward, nice little portable 15.6 inch full HD screen to have. Next up on our list, we're going to be using the Avant, or we're going to be looking at the Vont kitchen scale, which was covered by Justin. And again, I love kitchen scales. I meal prep, as I was talking about last time. And so if you meal prep and you need to know the weight of your stuff, weigh it out so that you can count your calories and all that good stuff, I definitely recommend almost any food scale. They're all really easy to calibrate, all really easy to use, and they're all amazing. Again, don't forget that everything we are showing you here today is on the deals page. So if you see something that interests you and you have any questions, feel free to ask. But also remember that everything is discounted. So if you see something that interests you and you want to pick it up, now it's time to pick it up. But without further ado, I'm gonna go ahead and pull up Justin's video and we can get started.
Vont makes a really cool digital kitchen scale. Now this is a food scale, but it could also be used to weigh packages. It weighs up to 11 pounds. It changes the unit of measurement from ounces to grams to kilograms to pounds. And
so ounces, grams, kilograms, and pounds are the weights, are the units of measurements that you have with this scale.
Press on it and you can see how much weight it records. Once you see the 11 pounds, it goes over it. But it basically rests, you measure, it does real good. I measured apples, I weighed my Sony ZV-1 camera, I was testing out all different measurements. It also has a zero line where if you put a container on it and then press the power button once, it zeroes it out so that it only weighs what you have in the container and offsets the weight of the container. So if you need a little digital kitchen scale or a scale for food measuring, or you need something to measure packages, again, under 11 pounds, it's pretty small. You see it's just a little bit bigger than a hand. So it's better for small packages, but the fact that it can weigh up to 11 pounds is pretty decent. And this is a really nice one. It's really thin. Now, the only thing about the stainless steel, which I really like, is it shows fingerprints really bad.
Fingerprints, yeah, I knew he was going to say it, yeah.
Leaving fingerprints all over. So that's the only annoyance of stainless steel, is it's very easy at showing fingerprints. But if you don't, that's not really that big of a deal. So this is the Vont stainless steel digital kitchen scale, but could also be used for packages too.
So yeah, pretty straightforward. As you can see, it's just a kitchen scale that you can use to weigh out, small things. As he said, it has an 11-pound weight limit, so keep that in mind. You don't want to mess it up. Sometimes if you put stuff that's too heavy for it, you'll mess up the calibration of it, and you don't want to do that. But the really cool thing about those scales, like he said, is the zero out function. So if you put a container on there and tap the power button and let it zero out, then you can weigh whatever food you want to in that container, so you don't have to put the food directly onto the scale itself. But of course, if you didn't want to do that, you could also put like some saran wrap or some aluminum foil on it. And then again, you would still want to zero it out, because though the weight is semi-negligible, it's still there. So you just want to be on the safe side. But yeah, really straightforward, easy little kitchen scale to use. Next up, we're just doing a lot of Vont products today. They really are on the deals page, but they have some really good stuff. Next up, we have the Vont solar floodlights that was also covered by Justin. Justin kind of hogging the spotlight today with all these products that he covered. But I'm gonna go ahead and pull that video up, and then this is our second to last video today. So we're getting towards the end of our time, but I'm gonna go ahead and pull this up and let's watch together.
From Vont. And I have a bunch of these. These are solar-powered floodlights that you can use in your yard and stake into the yard, or you can attach them and mount them to a wall if you say you want to attach or mount them to your wall instead. Now, and I did charge these a little bit so you could see when I turn them on. So they have just a low setting. All you have to do is cover the top. If it detects that it's dark
just
enough
a
in here,
coincidence.
they'll turn on.
Mm-hmm.
So if I turn my floodlight on
Coincidence,
again, my
sure.
backlight panel,
You just want the
turns
spotlight,
off.
Justin.
It detects that it's too light. Doesn't
I'm
need
joking.
movement.
I'm joking.
And then so it does light detection, so it doesn't drain itself out all day long. It has 2 different light settings, bright or dimmer. They're good to line a yard, a front yard, a driveway, anywhere where you need extra illumination at night. They're a good option. The fact that they're solar powered, they're just set it and forget it. You don't have to worry about plugging them in. You just stake
Set
them
it
in,
and forget it.
arrange
I
them
like
how you
that.
want.
I'm going to start using
Generally, look at how the beams are going and then arrange them to where they only slightly overlap with each other for the best coverage. You don't have to put them too close together. You can actually leave quite a bit of spacing between them. And this is a 2-pack. And again, they can mount to a wall or they can go into the yard. So testing it out in the yard, it lasts almost all night long. Literally just had it charging all day from like 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. And then they turned on and they lasted until about 3, 4 a.m. Almost the entire night. If you have it on low setting, it will last the whole night. If you have it on high, it might not last all night. But it also depends on how much sunlight they're getting in direct sunlight. If it's shady, it's cloudy. If you have them staked, but there's a tree blocking a lot of direct sunlight. So it sort of depends on how much exact direct sunlight they have access to as well. But these are really, really good.
Very nice. Thank you so much for covering those products, Justin. So as you can see, those are pretty straightforward. Like he says, set it and forget it. I really like that. You just go ahead and put it in and it's good. And again, it's solar powered, so you don't have to worry about any batteries or anything, and you don't have to worry about pollution or anything, because it's using that natural energy from the greatest source of energy that we have, the sun. And it has those light detection features, so it knows during the day not to be on, and then once the light of the day fades into the night, it turns on. Of course, it has those 2 brightness settings, kind of dim and bright, so of course you can set them to however you want to, whichever works best for you. The last product that we have is a product that I wish I had known sooner that was going to be on the deals page, because I would have brought it and played a couple games for y'all, but I don't know where I put it. I think it might be packed up because like I said, I'm getting ready to move. But this game is so fun. This is the Geiker Super Slide, over 500 levels. Absolutely amazing game. I love to play this game. Also, Amazon customer, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the Dragon Blogger Tech and Entertainment live stream. Happy to have you here. I'm going to pull up our last and final video so we can all watch it together. It's a product that I covered and it's absolutely amazing. I wish I had it on hand so I could physically show you. We play a couple puzzles before I go offline. But
this right here is the Geiker Super Slide game. I'm super excited. I just got it, so I'm going to unbox it and we're gonna see what's inside.
Why do I talk? Okay. Why am I talking like
that?
Oh,
well, just straight up. There's the game itself. It's covered in plastic, so that's nice. I know everything.
Please forgive me. Please forgive me for that.
And stuff, yada, yada, yada.
Oh yeah, Evans, I forgot. Have you
like
been? Okay, I'm glad you love it. I'm glad you love it.
I don't really know what these are for.
It's one of my
seem
favorite
to be
games.
Slightly magnetic on the bottom. I don't know if they actually are. They were sticking together a little bit. They're sticking to the side at least. Let's go ahead and pull these out. I guess you can like change the outlay maybe. But this looks to be all that comes with it, just the game, a few extra pieces, and the book. So I'm going to go ahead and look it up, and we're going to find out how to play the game. So the game is actually super easy to figure out how to set up. As you can see, the pattern that I have on the actual game itself mimics, excuse me,
Oh, I remember I was sick. I thought I had COVID. I was so scared.
Pattern up at the top. Basically, when you turn it on, you're allowed to switch through a bunch of different game modes. You just use these buttons to cycle through. And basically, after that, you just try to set this up to match what you see on here. And then you can press the red button, and you're good to go. There's so many different puzzles. It boasts that it has up to 500 different puzzles that you can play. So this is going to be entertaining for hours. Just make sure that you keep all the pieces. It's really nice because the pieces aren't magnetic to any like regular metal surface. They stick really well to the material that's on this because they're designed for it, of course. And you can keep yourself entertained for hours with all the different puzzles that it comes with. So if you're looking for a nice little puzzle game that's going to keep you challenged for hours upon hours with a bunch of different puzzles to choose from, definitely check out this. It is the Geiker Super Slide game.
So, as it's called the Geiker Super Slide, and I promise you the super is not an exaggeration because it's super fun. Let's see, Evans, you're stuck on level 52. Um, I am on level 248. I have been working through that nonstop. It's absolutely, like I said, it's just tons of fun. I mean, sit there, go back and forth for hours with that thing. It's really good. Just boredom entertainment. If you just have nothing to do and you want to pass the time. But sadly, here we are at the end of our time together. As I said before, everything that you've seen covered today is on the deals page. And so if you saw anything that interests you, definitely consider checking it out while it's on sale now. I'm just going to do a quick recap of all the products that we went over, and then I'm going to say goodbye to you all. We had the electrochemical carbon monoxide detector, the 8-pack of LED camping lights. We had the Govi LED floor lamp that's super customizable that you can sync up with your voice assistants, whether it's Google or Alexa. We had the toner 12-inch large selfie ring light, the Logitech G305, which is a really nice wireless, super lightweight mouse. We had the Rimfo eye massager, which I absolutely love. Great for anyone who has headaches or is prone to, stress migraines or anything. We covered the OBSBot Tiny PTZ 4K webcam, which is what I'm currently using with the AI tracking features. That's really cool. We covered the Lapel portable monitor. That's a 15.5 inch that comes with a power connector, but it also needs a mini HDMI port, so don't forget that. Then we covered a couple of Vont products, starting with the lantern, of course, but then we had the kitchen scale, which is really good if you're trying to measure out your food and portion size and count your calories and all that good stuff. And then the third and final Vont product was the Vont solar floodlights. And then we ended with the Geiker Super Slide that you just saw. And Evans, who won one, can attest to how fun this game is, how much of a brain teaser it is. Really keeps you thinking, really keeps you going. It's just a overall fun game. Thank you for the compliment, Evans. I do my best to give you guys the best quality stream that I can give you. But I hope you all have a wonderful weekend coming up. Just as Justin said, there is a new giveaway that we're launching tomorrow on the website, so be sure to check it out tomorrow. But until the next time that I am live for Dragon Bloggers on Amazon.com, it's been your boy Nkda. Peace out, Girl Scouts. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your evening and a wonderful weekend, and I will catch you all later. Good night, everybody.